The Pro membership, so we're now on the home page of the site, and this is telling the advisor, you have clients that have this amount of vested gains and this amount of unvested. And then they've entered their clients in under My Clients. So these are the clients they have in the system. And if they want, they could do reports by, these are the companies they have clients in. These are how much unvested gains and vested gains they have by client or by date. You can see, or by user. Then they go to my Records, which is the main portfolio tracker, and here they have all their clients. They say, okay, I'm going to look at this client, and it shows you what their holdings would be in equity compensation, stock options, restricted stock, SARs. It's broken down here. And then they can get grant alerts, and they can export to Excel or import to Excel, all that stuff. So they want grant alerts. And, they want to get vesting alerts. They want to know when the grant's about to vest. And they can get them. They can also let their client get them, which is kind of neat. So it's like a nice client communications tool. We have a lot of different tools, like a calculator for options, restricted stock, an I need the money tool to see how much money you need, how to reach a goal. And we have these comparison tools that helps you develop strategies, and we have a patent for one of those. So you just calculate, you do all the calculations you want, you do multiple years. You want to see what 10% increase looks like. We're really good on the taxes, so you can really get into editing the tax, like what your tax rates would be at exercise or withholding, and what Social Security year to date, what state you live in, all that stuff. And you just save all that information. You can do all the runs you want to your heart's content. You can create reports with your firm name and logo on it. You can see this Financial Advisor Inc. Like that one. And then, so these tools, these calculators kind of work the same. It's just a different kind of equity grant. I need the money tool, so you say, well, I need, $100,000. This is where you pick up, you decide how much cash you need. Like I have a goal, 100 to see. I'm going to send my year of tuition in Emory is probably about 60,000, right? Okay, same as it was. 60,000, right? Okay, so you need that. You want to get it from your equity grants. Okay, see, the tuition would be due July, let's say. And you want to see, do I have 60,000 in my grants? Right? And so this just happens to be entered in, and then you either get it from your options or your restricted stock. You sell your oldest first for maximum spread. Just person happens to be in Illinois. We can change it if we want. Say we're in New York. And then just calculate. It'll tell you whether you have enough there to equal, to get that out. No, you do. You have the 60,000. Congratulations. These are less taxes, and then, so, yeah, you have this grant. Here's the whole breakdown, exercise cost, all of that. So, yeah, you have enough. Let's see you really want to pay for the next 3 years. It's 180,000. See if you have enough for that. Yeah, it's a pretty valuable grant. So, and then you can see the whole tax breakdown. And that's pulling the data from the My Records. It's in here. So this option grant, one of these option grants is very valuable, yeah. And then these tools we have a patent for. So this is where you decide whether you want to exercise today or exercise in the future. So you say, okay, my IBM stock is going to go up 7%, and you compare it to an alternative investment, which is exercising and selling today, is going to go up 10%. And then again, you can edit the tax rates, including the capital gains and whether Medicare tax, the 3.8% applies or not. You click on calculate, and then it tells you, should you hold the grant or sell it. So in this case, for IBM, it's telling you to hold it. And it tells you the difference between exercising now or in the future, and it gives you the whole breakdown there of the actual. This is the quick take of the analysis. So we have the tools, and then you can actually save scenarios and things like that. And then also all of our content. So we're just talking about tax season. You can say, oh, this is a really good article. I want to send it to my client, about how to avoid tax return mistakes. You can just create a PDF of it. And again, it has your firm name and logo on it. So we have people who use the site but don't use the tools, and you just use it for the marketing communications or use it just for the education. A big thing for us now is we have a lot of video content. Big plan for us for the year ahead is to redesign this whole site too. But we have video content, and that's become popular, more podcasts and stuff like that. We have quizzes. We have a learning center. So like a CFP can get more than half of their CE credits if they want through our courses. We also have a directory. It's called Advisor Find, and these are advisors who specialize in equity compensation. So I say, oh, I want to contact this advisor and give you some information about them. So, and then we have a lot, we have a special tax center. This is very popular this time of year. Like our tax season is now working very intensely on this. Let's say you have equity compensation and you sold stock from restricted stock, so you want to know how to report it on your tax return. And so we explain, we give you an alert, we tell you what information to collect, we give you an example, and then we have these annotated tax forms that are specific to equity comp, tell you where to put things on your particular forms. Professionals really like that. Plus, again, the videos and the podcasts I was mentioning. So each section of the site, let's say options, you're going to have a podcast you can listen to. You're going to have a quiz you can take, which is very engaging, which is like sort of like an e-learning course. You take the quiz, and then at the end of it, you see your results, and it links to the content on the site. And then some sections of the site have video, which are all professionally produced. I'm actually in them, but it's still good. These are our videos. You can see each section has a similar design. You have the subsections on the left, and you have the articles and the FAQs, the quiz, and the podcast at the top. Lots of FAQs, about 800 of them, probably 250 articles at least. Life events, very popular section with advisors because, again, retirement plans, college funding, all this stuff specific to equity comp. The global tax guide, too, global clients. This past year, some of the new things we've done is more video, more podcasts we've been adding. We've added quizzes to all the sections of the site. We have that app that I mentioned to you.